try!
Fresh from an historic victory over New Zealand on Saturday, Australia U20s head coach Adrian Thompson has named his team for the upcoming Under-20s World Cup in Manchester.
It's probably the first time we've had nearly everyone available, missing a couple through injury. But yeah, I think it's probably the best we've been able to name at this time.
The result over New Zealand gave a few the chance to stake their claim in the squad.
Liam Wright and Angus Scott-Young really stood up. I think also that Nick Juiced and Mac Mason obviously played very well in that game, but the reality is that whole squad performed well for game 2.
This year we'll see a new bunch of players don the Aussie U20s jersey, with only a few players backing up from last year.
There's 5, so it's relatively new, and most of those 5 got limited game time last year. So it is a pretty new squad, but I think that's a good thing, and that's the reality of under-20s, and it shows a bit of depth, the fact that we haven't had too many kids doubling up.
But what the team lacks in experience, they will make up with enthusiasm and confidence on the back of their win over New Zealand.
It should give them a lot of confidence in saying that it's going to be a very different type of rugby over there. I think we had 2 mauls in the whole week down there. We'll probably have about 40 in the first game. So they've got to realise they're capable of beating those teams, but they've got to realise the rugby is going to be very different.
Thompson is under no doubt that the formation of the Super U20s Championship has helped the development of players both on and off the field.
Well, it's obviously given them some rugby in a week-in, week-out basis, which they haven't had previously. It's also given some of the guys who are in super squads but not in teams an opportunity to play each week. And from our point of view, it's been able to enable us to monitor how tough and how hard each of the boys is trained.
The competition also unearthing a few surprises from non-traditional rugby strongholds.
A couple of the Melbourne boys are probably surprised. So obviously Melbourne getting through to the final may have been a little bit of surprise at the start, so some of them certainly have. The young hooker, Jordan Ulysses, done extremely well. And also a couple of the young Queensland boys as well.